Okay, we just landed in Zurich, Switzerland, and we have a long layover. It's about 9 hours. We have this little layover, about 10 and a half hours, something like that. We just boarded Lufthansa airline. We're flying to Munich, and from Munich we're gonna fly to Antalya. We just got this orange juice that was very nice.
It's very delicious.
Damn, it's a good juice. I discovered this feature that you could watch your airplane take off from the point of view of actual chassis. Check this out. And then you could see it from the wing actually in real time. That's pretty amazing, I must say. We're about to have a little lunch snack at Lufthansa airline. So we got a little pasta. Let's see if I like the airline food. It's pretty good. It's like pasta with mushrooms. About to land. We just landed in Munich, and we have a layover here for a couple hours, and this flight was amazing.
It was pretty rad.
Yeah. Turkey, baby. I would like to give you a quick tour of our house at this Turkish villa amongst this gorgeous scenery. We have this spectacular, wonderful mountainside. I feel like I'm in Yosemite somewhere, honestly. And the road that leads to this place is just unbelievable. You could see entire Antalya, you could see the sea coast. It's just beautiful. Nice and air-conditioned area. This is the second floor. There's an old map of the world, I guess. It's very nice. So, very nice views from the balcony. Got this magnetic area. It's very beautiful. It has a little kitchenette. And those are the views we have from a second balcony floor. You go to the side, and on the side, as you can tell, gorgeous mountainside. We're surrounded by mountains. So you go inside. We have another bathroom here. We don't need to go inside, but it's very typical bathroom. You have another bedroom. Tried this before. This is a mussel with lemon. It's supposed to be very fresh. Wow, it's really strange. It's stuffed with rice. Rice, yeah, rice. So it's lemony. I feel like I'm eating some kind of fresh paella, to be honest. Thank you.
Caddelerde rüzgar, aklımda sen var. Gece yarısında eski rüzgarlar şarkı söylüyorlar. Sessiz
We are at the Duden Upper Waterfalls. So we're gonna take a little walk and see what's that all about. So here we are. We just got to the lower Duden waterfall. It takes about half an hour driving from upper Duden waterfall. It's definitely worth the drive. So we got to this restaurant. I think this restaurant is only for local people, mainly because we got the menus. There was nothing, no translation, and it's kind of off the beaten path. And at the end of the day, we kind of figured it out. We all pulled out Google Translate, and we kind of like you could use that app and figure it out. But it's not easy. So we kind of like took a shot in the dark. We'll see what we're gonna get. But so far, so good. We didn't order this, but it came in, and we're kind of excited about it. So we'll see what's gonna happen. What's happening? I think we all ordered fish because that's the only thing we actually could figure out on the menu. So everybody got a sea bass except Marat. Marat, what'd you get?
Something interesting.
Something interesting. He's gonna figure it out.
I'm prepared.
But so far so good. Everything's tasting good. Feels very authentic. Actually, for the first time, tried Turkish coffee. I don't drink coffee, so I'm gonna test it out on my sister. My sister's name is Svetlana. This is her husband, Marat, and my fiance, Lady Red, Jessica. All right, Svetlana, let us know how it tastes like and give us first impressions.
It's very tasty, strong.
Strong and tasty.
Yeah,
Is it bitter? Это горько, нет?
a little bit.
It's a little bitter.
Delicious.
Is it sweet?
No,
It's not sweet? Okay, what else you got in your plate there? What is this?
it's coffee and I think it's.
So it's
something
a
sweet.
coffee bean, right?
It's sweet.
It's like a white chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay, and how about those two little egg-looking things? What is that?
Дрожжи,
What is draže?
like M&M's.
Arachis.
Oh, okay. So it's an almond covered in chocolate.
Yeah.
It's a milk chocolate and covered in sugar glaze. Yeah. Okay, sweetie, what do you think?
It's so good. So Svetlana got Turkish coffee without sugar, and I got one with sugar, and it is very tasty. This is my first one. It's so delicious.
So how different this coffee is from your regular coffee that you like to drink?
It's more full-bodied, I guess I would say. It's a little more aromatic and definitely stronger.
Is it acidic?
But
do you feel? I
I
mean,
don't
all
feel-
coffee is acidic,
I
right?
typically just drink myself espresso, and it just depends where you get your espresso, I guess, or how you make it and what you prefer. But I wouldn't say this is acidic at all, actually. But there's also the little bit of sugar in there that helps end it with the sweet note. It's really enjoyable. And
Very nice.
what they do as well is very hot here today. So you have your hot Turkish coffee, but then you have a little shot of ice water. Well, there was a cube of ice in
Okay,
here.
I've heard this is a proper way to drink coffee.
Yeah.
Because it's something to do with the way kidneys respond to coffee. And if you, in a proper house, you're given a shot of cold water glass, right?
Yeah, I've never
And this
had
is
it
a
this
proper
way
way to
before,
have it.
But I guess in America,
So
we're
it's
as
not like
civilized.
espresso, right? It's not like espresso?
I don't believe so, but it's very strong, like espresso is strong. It's delicious. I'm going to be having more of it.
All right, go ahead.
It's so good.
Listen. All right.
Yeah.
You look happy. Marat, what do you think of their impression drinking this coffee even though you're not having one?
Очень классно. Рекомендую. А я буду пить шалфейный чай.
So he said that it looks delicious even though he's not having one because he is drinking
What is it?
rose feet tea, I believe. Okay.
Я добавляю мед.
Okay.
Такой мед они
He's
дают.
putting little honey.
Одноразовый. Вот так он работает. Добавляю чай.
Looks very fancy.
И еще они дают, что это как называется, корица, да?
Cinnamon.
It looks like a cigar, but it's not a cigar.
Синнамон, да. И берешь, размешиваешь. И получается
And-
отличный чай.
Oh, it smells really good. I could smell the aroma of cinnamon. Wow, it's like hit me hard. So you're not gonna put it in your mouth like Fidel Castro? No? Fidel Castro? Perfect. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Enjoy your coffee. As you can tell, I'm in a very old ancient Roman city. They call it Perge, the treasures of Turkey. We're gonna take a little tour. I'm gonna show you around. We'll show you ancient ruins. You know, forgive the scar. I was trying to look for a hat, but apparently my head is too big, so none of the hats fit for some reason. We are walking through the alley right here. So we're seeing the first part of the ancient city. Surprisingly, there are not that many people. It's just us, me, my lady, my sister, and her husband right here. So we're just having a good time. I already feel like I'm walking on an ancient Roman street. Look at this road right here. Looks pretty amazing, if you ask me. I don't know, it's really strange, but I do have a sense of feeling as if I am just transformed in time. I'm back in ancient Roman city, and I'm having a good time. Just to give you an idea, the size of the stone itself, okay? It looks really massive. I mean, it's clearly you need a heavy machinery or a lot of people. Just like probably in ancient Rome, they were able to construct such a building with their ingenuity. So this ancient city of Anatolia was built in 1209 BC. I mean, it's kind of mind-boggling, and it's kind of embodied Greek, Roman, and Turkish culture within its walls. And where we're standing, apparently there was a huge waterway with fountains, and they pride themselves on having moving water to the city. There's a amphitheater, like a little stadium, and everywhere. There was a fish market at nearby the gates. It looks really fantastic, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of unusual and strange to see all of this with your own eyes. Streets that had been divided by two. In the middle there was a water channel that was moving towards Hadrian Arch. Yeah, it's very interesting feeling walking on this street, walking north towards the Acropolis and seeing the street for real. Truly breathtaking. I never was thinking that I will have such a reaction to see ancient ruins, but it's here. You know, everybody watched movies, read the books, imagined this. But it still was kind of in the realm of the myth. And when you see it, it's still very mythological. But at the same time, here it was. You almost can feel the crowds walking through this ancient city. a hike. It was about 42 or 44 degrees Celsius and about 100 degrees Fahrenheit, walking throughout the entire ruin site. Now we're cooling off at this little shop. It's like a gift shop, you know, you could get some lemonade or a shake, get some souvenirs, but it's definitely necessary after this walk. Here I am at the footsteps of a Perge theater. It was originally built by Greeks, and then transformed into Roman style architecture, and later on was adjusted by the local people in Anatolia, I guess. And it can hold up to 12,000 people, which is kind of hard to believe, but that's what they say. At the entrance, the cat is greeting us, saying hello. It's kind of chilling. Are you entertained? Are you entertained? So if you climb up from the actual theater, go all the way up to the top bleachers, you can see the area that looks like an ancient stadium or hyperdrome. I don't know the exact term, but it looks spectacular. You could see the aqueducts that probably ran water, and they probably had races there back in the day.
These are the Taurus Mountains, and we're going to do a cable car to Tepeke Trail, I think. And this is where our VRBO is. It's actually in these mountains.
So the next stop, we're going to take a ride on a cable car, and we'll show you inside and out, up and down. At this point, we're just gonna get stuck in traffic, literally probably 200 feet away from our exit. We'll see you there. So here we are. We're gonna take a cable car all the way up to the mountains, so we can see the entire Antalya region from the very top of the mountain. Just arrived. We're stepping out. Looking at this. Once you get to the top, apparently there's at least 3 restaurants. Very nice, with like little kiosks that's selling ice cream and water. There's a lot of platforms that you could look over the landscape of the Antalya on, I believe, what do you say, western and eastern part. So, I mean, it's really nice. It's not hot. It's quite beautiful, and it's breezy, but it's definitely high temperature. Make sure you have an umbrella, a hat, or something like that. And this is actually great. It reflects the light. When when it gets moist, it cools my head down and protects me from the rays of the sun. I feel good.
Delara. Hi.
She's afraid.
Is she afraid of heights? You afraid of heights? You're okay. You're safe.
In a quarter mile, the destination is on your right. Büyük Çaltıcak Plajı.
Right, I think we're on the right path. We just parked the car. As you can see behind me, people are barbecuing about 300 feet away from the actual sea. And we're just gonna go and check it out. Here we are by the beach. There are little stalls right here, so showers are behind them. You're able to go in and get changed, put your bathing suit on, and off you go. Okay, so we got ourselves situated. We got ourselves a couple of beach chairs and got a little umbrella, and we are ready to go explore the waters. Okay, we're on our way to Kars, and we're gonna try to go see an ancient city in Kars. But meanwhile, we're really hungry, so we're gonna have breakfast. Well, we decided to have a quick pit stop, and I don't know where we are, but it looks spectacular. We just got off the highway, and we're just gonna get a quick bite to eat, and off we go. And we're about 2.5, almost 3 hours away from Antalya to Kars, so we're kind of halfway right now, all the way there. Let's check out what they got. Some pancakes. They make it on the fly here, so we got some cheese, meat, honey, pancakes. I got myself apple Turkish tea, and they bring you some vegetable snacks like tomatoes and cucumbers and peppers cut together. So it was supposed to be just a small little stop for a snack, but it's ended up to be a whole meal. And we bought some souvenirs on the way, and such. Kind of decided on the whim to pop on this boat. It's just me and my family, just 5 of us. Suddenly kind of jumped on this vessel, and here we are, navigating the Mediterranean Sea. As you can tell, it's a private kind of boat ride. There's only 5 of us, and surprisingly, it's relatively cheap. It was about 35 American dollars per person. Kind of crazy. It's like going to the movies and buying popcorn, and that's about it. That's what you get usually. And here we are. You get a private boat for up to 3 hours, and we're going to see the Mediterranean coast on our own. All right, should do it too. in the city of Kaş. Definitely worth to explore the streets of Kaş. Lots of shops. In fact, I really thought it was not supposed to be very touristy, but it is, as you can see. Lots of people are checking places out. It's definitely worth going up and down the streets.
Almost, maybe, I don't know what time it is.
Not quiet. I think it's about like a little bit past 11.
Maybe we'll be home around 1.
I don't think so, no. We'll be home around 2 o'clock at least. We did a little pit stop on the way back to Antalya. I mean, I started getting sleepy, so we decided to have a little Turkish tea. And the owners of the cafe next to that beach give us those little creatures to play around. I guess they're everywhere and just want to say hi. What are you gonna do?
They're little baby kittens.
And
they're so cute.
Tomorrow, flying back to the United States. So we decided to go and spend a little time on the beach. It's about 43 degrees Celsius and about probably 95 degrees Fahrenheit. It's quite a hot day, but you get one of those umbrellas. It's very nice. It costs about 90 liras for 2 of them, and you get this long, like a beach chair, I guess. It's all good. It's happy.
There's a huge fire. You see that airplane? They're dropping the orange stuff. It's been going on for a while. We noticed it while we were swimming in the Mediterranean Sea. This fire that was starting, smoke. And now there are.
You have to zoom in a little bit.
About
3 helicopters.
3 helicopters in the vicinity
firefighting helicopters. They just collecting the water in the massive buckets and they're dumping over the mountain. Look at the whole valley is up in smoke. Okay, we just landed in Zurich, Switzerland, and we have a long layover. It's about 9 hours, and we just found out that apparently we don't need visas if we want to step outside of the airport. So we might get something to eat outside of the gates. So it'll be an interesting layover. We have this little layover, about 10 and a half hours, something like that. So we're trying to get a hotel. So I was unable to exit the airport because I need a visa called a Schengen visa in Europe, and I don't have one. And so, but they do have a little hotel inside the airport, and they also run out of hotel rooms. And so, but we got ourselves a kind of couch room. So you go inside, you have a little. You have like a little covering area that separates you from the rest. So you have a little couch room with a little kind of like a nightstand that you put your valuables in. So I'm gonna grab a little snack and hit the sack.
Dieser Zug bringt Sie zu den Gates E. Danke, dass Sie über den Flughafen Zürich reisen. Wir wünschen Ihnen einen guten Flug. This train takes you to Gates E. Thank you for traveling via Zurich Airport. We wish you a pleasant flight.